Yeah, I've just seen something a bit strange. I'm going to put a bit of film up at the end, so if you watch till the end, and if you've got any idea what that might have been, can you comment down the bottom, please? So it's a bit of an early start today. We've got quite a lot to do. We're going to start off at the Morbitorium. It's a little curio museum, a very interesting little place from what I've seen. We're going to check that out first. Then we're going to go head to the oldest pub in Wales, which is the Skirrid Inn. Then we're going to head up at Morlais Castle. I've heard there's a little bit of ghostly goings on up there, so I thought it was a perfect place to go for Halloween. So, I am just outside the Morbitorium. It's a museum of oddities and curiosities. Let's go and take a look.
My name's Dave. This is the Morbitorium. It's my it's my private collection of interesting and cool things. It's grown over the years, covers lots of different topics. As long as it's a bit strange or a bit unusual, things can include horror films, witchcraft, folklore, anything that interests me really. And it's grown up over the last decade or so. To the size it is now, and yeah, people visit from all over the country coming to see my stuff.
And can you tell me a little bit about the Ouija boards that you've got out there?
Yeah, I'm the first result on Google when you search for how to get rid of a Ouija board. So understandably, I get loads and loads of emails every week. I'll reply to everyone. Very rarely do you hear anything back. And all the boards which are on the walls, and I've got many more upstairs as well, they've all been sent in by people who have had weird experiences or are scared to use them. And although I get lots of emails, I very rarely get any information with the Ouija boards. 9 times out of 10, they'll just turn up, in an envelope or a box with no information, no name, no email address, no nothing. I say on the website to include your contact details, and I can let people know that it's arrived safely and they don't have to worry anymore. But yeah, most of the time you don't even get that. Very rarely do you get a backstory or any interesting, juicy gossip on them.
And can you tell me about the stuff you sell in your shop? What do you sell? And yeah,
there's a lot of day-to-day essentials, if that's the right word. A lot of spell candles, a lot of witchy essentials, spell candles, incense, tarot cards, things like that. Ouija boards, obviously, got to have a Ouija board. And there's taxidermy here. I've got books about folklore around the country, interesting places to visit. We've got greetings cards. We've got all sorts. Bones, skulls.
so I am at St Michael's Church, just outside Abergavenny. That's not what I've come here for. I've actually come here for the Skirrid Inn. Now I'm going to the Skirrid Inn for actually a personal reason. My great grandfather is a guy named Judge Jeffreys. He was called the hanging judge. So he was responsible for hanging quite a lot of people during the Monmouth Rebellion. So I'm going to go and check out the pub, because apparently this is where he sentenced a lot of people, and I think it may even be where some people were actually hung. Just a little caveat on that, I've been doing a little bit of research into this recently by myself, and he's got a really bad reputation of being this hanging judge and hung hundreds of people, but he was just going by the letter of the law at the time. He wasn't just deciding that he was going to hang all these people, he was literally following up the king's orders and how it was set out in law at the time. So got a little bit of a bad reputation, but we're going to go and have a look in the pub and we'll see if we can find him. So I'm not going to talk too loud because there's people in their rooms up here, but I'm stood right next to the hanging rope that Judge Jeffreys would have sentenced people to die from. So I am here now at Morlais Castle, just outside Merthyr Tydfil. It was built in the 1300s by a guy called Gilbert de Clare. He built it as a bit of a power play to prove that he was a sort of big boss in the area, but the king didn't like it and he ordered it destroyed. He also fined him quite a bit of money at the time as well. Anyway, I've heard this place could possibly be haunted, so we're going to have to take a look inside. This is all that's left of it, what's behind me, so let's go and take a look inside. So the story goes that some of his henchmen still haunt this place down here. All that's left is the keep. So it's very dark down here, so let's just have a little look around. Yeah, it's pretty atmospheric down here. I don't know what that was. I'm getting out. Let's go. So I don't know if you can hear me right now, but it's extremely windy up here. But the views are absolutely epic up here. You can see why you'd want to build a castle up here, because it's got views of the whole area. You'd see anyone coming for absolutely miles away. So if you are going to come up here and visit, I'd recommend that you park down at the golf course. They said it was fine to park there. You actually have to walk through the golf course. If you come down through the first hole, and it's just sort of off the second hole that you can come up and over the top and into here. Although the main castle isn't here anymore, as I said, it was demolished. You can still see where the rest of it was. You can see a moat that goes around the outside as well. And as I said, you can well understand why it was built up here. You've got panoramic views for miles and miles and miles. So it is a little bit of a scramble to get up here from the car park, but it's not too bad. But if it's wet, just be careful. Just get some decent shoes on you when you come up here. I'd recommend coming up at sunset. Like, it's not a very clear day today, so you can't really see much. But if you were to come up here on a nice clear night, you'd get some fantastic sunsets. Yeah, I've just seen something a bit strange. I'm going to put a bit of film up at the end. So if you watch till the end, and if you've got any idea what that might have been, can you comment down the bottom, please? So don't worry, I have found my way back to the car. That is us done for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, if you can give us a like and a subscribe, that would be great. And if you want to comment down the bottom as well, if there's anywhere you think we should go in the future, then let me know. Anyway, I'll see you next time. So if you look just over there by that sign, like, if you can, just get in quite close, and if you can get a bit closer to the telly, because I can't really zoom in anymore. But what is that next to that sign? That is a bit weird.